This module is looking at spotting axis intercepts. And we're looking at a particular situation where we've got a line and it crosses our axis, this being our axis here, in two different spots. And there's two different spots that it crosses, right? We can see that our up and down part of our line is our y part. So we've got y, which is up, and then negative y, which is down. And then to the right is x, to the left is also x. So if you're going to the right and you're in the positive direction, if you're to the left, you're negative. And we want to work out what our x-intercept and our y-intercept is. And the x-intercept is where it crosses the x line. Or we say axis, not line. So this line here, this is our x-axis, and we want to know where it crosses. That's our x-intercept. And so looking at this, we're going to say, well, my x-intercept is down here. And the y-intercept is where it crosses the y-axis. So my y-intercept, I might actually make these different colors so that we can, I'll change y-intercept to being red. So my y-intercept would be here. Now, the next thing this module is going to ask us to do is anytime we've got 2 points on our Cartesian plane or our little axis here, it's like, say if I had this point down, oh, I don't want to go 2, I'm keeping it separate so it's a bit obvious. If I had this point here, 2 across in the x direction and 1 down in the y direction, I would write that as 2, minus 1 for this point just here. So we always do our x value and then comma our y value, and we put them in little brackets. That's how we write any point on our axis. So down here, that would be minus 1 in the x direction, minus 3 in the y direction. So I've gone minus 1 this way, minus 3 down that way. So that's how we write our coordinates. So the last little step of this is we want to write these 2 points here, the black and the red one, as coordinates with x coordinate, then y coordinate. So for my first one, let's do the x. So x-intercept, that's this point here where it crosses the x line. So this point here is how far have I gone in the x direction, because I always put x first. So, and then how far have I gone in the y direction? So the x-intercept is 1 minus 2 in the x direction. And then I've gone nowhere up and down. I'm right on that on the x line, so that means I'm at 0 in the y direction. So just stayed at 0. That's my x-intercept. Y-intercept, that's where it crosses the y-axis. So this time, how far have I gone in the x direction? Well, I'm still just sitting here on 0 for the red one, because I'm right on this line. So this point here is 0. So it's 0, comma, and then how far have I gone in the y direction? Well, I've gone up 3. So that's how we write it. You want to be able to look at it and you want to say, well, the y-intercept is on the y line. That means I'm going to have 0 in the x direction and 3 and some value in the y direction. So your points should always kind of be reversed around the other way. One will have a 0 on the right hand side, one will have a 0 on the left hand side, depending whether your x is 0 or your y is 0.